Hello and welcome back to Schematic World, and today we'll be discussing the success story of Google. Google's success cannot be iterated more than realizing the fact that it has become a verb in today's time. Drinking water and Googling information has almost become the same situation for us. However, it is not only search. Google's lineage goes way beyond that. In today's video, we shall understand what made Google and its parent company Alphabet one of the most successful companies in the world. Welcome to Schematic World, a place where you tend to grow yourself. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing to the channel and clicking on the bell icon so that you never miss an update. And don't forget to read my blogs, the link will be down in the description below. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Sea of information? Google it. Google was primarily created to sort out the problem of helping people find the sea of information on the internet through creating algorithms. Google would use these algorithms to index and score the information database rather than hiring editors and researchers to do it. The working of this algorithm included concepts like using links from trusted sources and websites while also measuring the keyword frequency and page titles of every website. All these information would come up to decide a page rank and where they would be displayed on a specific search query. Using this approach, Google was able to provide a more accurate search result than most of its competitors that existed back then. The algorithm is tweaked every now and then, even today, to give users accurate search results based on what was more relevant to the people. Google started strong and continues to grow as the go-to search engine even today, where it owns 87.4% of the global market share for search engines. Monetizing search, AdWords. The success of the algorithm used by Google gave it path to set this method on bringing its subsequent products. Despite having a largely strong and popular search engine, Google wasn't really making profits. Google took the first step towards monetizing its position by introducing Google AdWords 3 years since its incorporation. AdWords was underwhelmed at first when it used the CPM model, cost per thousand, where advertisers paid for impressions rather than clicks. Following this, Google kept on tweaking and improving their algorithm to get a better outcome from the same. Using means of auction, within 3 years, Google AdWords transformed into an automated pay-per-click digital advertisement concept. Google focused on offering relevant ads that resulted in more clicks and revenue for Google than simply focusing on selling ads to advertisers on any keyword. AdWords is the source of automatic revenue for Google today to fuel all its activities. AdSense followed AdWords, which allowed anyone with a website to set up ads, hence making Google the go-to platform for digital advertisement. Google, the digital powerhouse. Having the ad algorithm set into place for Google, they started to innovate in earnest, acquiring and innovating many of their platforms like YouTube, Google Maps, Logger, and Google Finance. They had a chance in increasing their ad revenue to the next level. Going deeper, Google also managed to create a number of sites which were not originally built to monetize ads. Apps like Google Books and Google News would fall into this category. Gmail initially started off by being an ad-free and cost-free mail service back in 2004. However, it does give a choice now to not serve ads as and when a user wants to pay for the premium G Suite package. Innovation on the internet and beyond. Continuing to grow on ad revenue, Google uses this revenue to improve the sites it has to generate for even more revenue. Most of us has almost forgotten what it was like searching a certain phrase without autocomplete or instant results. Services like Maps has made a person capable of finding almost any location known to mankind to navigate their way. The factor that drives Google towards constant success is continuous innovation. Google makes it a point to empower its employees to get creative and innovative, which is also something Google mentions in their mission statement. Today, we find Google not only as an online platform but a company that has ventured into wearable tech, mobile operating systems, driverless cars, and renewable energy. Financing is no more a problem for the company as Google happens to be one of the few trillion-dollar companies alongside Apple. By the way, you can check out the success story of the Apple by clicking on the icard up there. Creating a beta software for Google seems very small with that much of a network. The steps that Google follows towards success are first, focusing on innovation, second, getting real user data, and third, worrying after monetization after the first two steps are taken care of. With the ability for Google to generate revenue through AdWords, monetizing a product in today's time has seemingly become easy for the company. To summarize, Google runs on two major components. One is a search engine that is known and used by most of the people in this world. Second, a self-serve ad network that Google generates revenue off from the many digital assets that it owns. Google pays off for new innovative ideas that revenue to grow even bigger. This freedom of financial nature is the reason what has made Google to take the investment decisions in innovation, even if they were not clear about the return on investment the very first time. However, Google, like many other success stories, has also faced hard failures, some of which were Google Video, which was washed out by YouTube, and Google Plus, which was Google's take on a social media platform. Whether it was a huge failure or a slow retreat by the company, the fact that Google products can fail has never stopped Google from succeeding in innovations. For Google, there always seems to be the next best idea. With that, I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to click the like button down below and keep supporting me like you do always. With that, I'll see you the next time. Thank you.